Welcome to the Smite Force Chronicles, brought to you by Tech Support. Are you having issues? Don't bother calling Tech Support. All right, so we're here. When you guys were last here, let's start doing a little recap. When you were last here, some stuff happened. Oh, you know what I'm doing? I'm starting this game with not being able to interact with Foundry right off the bat. That's great.
Mine just crashed.
Yes. Not a good way to start. So I'm just going to refresh it. Anyway, when you guys were last here, the team to the north, which was everyone except for Glory, battled a mummy queen and a bunch of skeletons. Pretty cool. You defeated all of them. Can anyone remind me, did you find anything interesting while you were there?
We didn't actually do any searching yet because we weren't able to move. We were still in combat. But I want to search the mummy when I have a moment.
All right, well, we'll do that if we ever get back in. So just so you guys know, there's been, the service has had a whole bunch of denial of service attacks on it last weekend. I think they thought they had them resolved, but the fact that we're all having issues leads me to believe that that may not be the case. And is everyone else in it?
I'm in again now.
Now, after refresh.
Right, I'm beside the Queen Mummy. Will you allow me to root her droppings?
I will in just a moment. We're all trying to get back into the game.
Oh, okay.
So that's it. Yes, otherwise, yes, indeed. Including everything has been logged off. So that's a good time. And it's now loading again. All right, I think we're good here. All right, and I can control my canvas again. And Stephanie, did it work for you? Just so you know.
No, but I'll manage.
Yeah, so you have something in your one of those things is selected that's forcing measurings for some reason.
Yeah, I'll keep on again as we play.
Is Zinjarin with us? I just see a big blurry tan. Oh, your hat just matches your background when you're blurred. So there you go. All right. Looks like I see the skeleton. Tyrus, I did not see. You have not moved yet, correct?
I have moved just, I am right beside the mummy now.
I see you on top of the mummy.
On top of the mummy?
Wait, where's the mummy? Hold on. Skeleton. Oh, never mind. I was looking at the wrong token.
We're still in combat, right?
Yeah, just for this northern area, you guys are not specifically in combat. Your party's in combat because Sarah's in combat. So this is like a pause in time where I'm going to allow you guys to do some stuff up north here. Tempe wants to search the mummy queen. So what happens when you double click the mummy?
Oh, I got a whole list of things that come up here.
Do tell.
I have a canvas. I have cotton. There is some gold. I have a potion of invisibility. I have scroll of remove curse.
Ooh.
And there's a rotting fist. I don't know what the rotting fist is, but the scroll makes me happy.
Yeah, the rotting fist is the thing that you were hit with continually by the mummy.
Is that something I can take and use?
I don't know. So, do you have any way to? Are you allowed to gather this stuff or gather some of it?
I am. Yes, I am.
So give it a shot. Oh,
I've taken the remove curse. I have taken potion of invisibility and rotting fist.
What I'm hearing is that David's taken
office.
all of the treasure from you guys.
I will split it with you all later, because that is who I am.
All right, so it looks like what's
The
left is
cotton
canvas and cotton.
I will leave. Yep, that can stay.
All right, so if anyone wants the cotton or the canvas, grab it. If not,
That's awesome.
all right, and anyone who's near a skeleton, I believe you have the same affordance. You guys can loot whatever you want. And if you guys could talk out loud, that'd be fantastic. So let me know what you're doing.
A bone fragment, a shield, a short bow, a short sword. The skeleton has nothing I want.
Yeah, the one near me had nothing. It had the same nothing good. Just sword, shield, bow, and bone.
How are you looking at the items again? What?
Double click it.
Control.
Double click the large skull, the white skull, and it pop up should just appear.
Ooh.
Yeah, you need to be beside it though.
Let's see.
Yeah, this one doesn't let you just click across the room. Because as you can imagine, like, that could cause some party fun, right? Like, you go to loot something and the dude who's, like, across the map loots it instead.
So yeah, Stephanos, if you move one square to the east, you should be just below a skeleton, and you'll be able to double click on him. But actually, you might even be able to where you're at right now.
He has nothing.
Nothing indeed. All right. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to allow you guys. Well, I want to know first off, what's your plan? So we're going to head down to Glory here in a second. Glory, your video is interestingly tall and thin. Is it a phone? You're muted.
Yeah, because if I do, oh shit. Oh no.
Oh, you're gone.
Okay.
Oh, there you go. That's awesome. Now I can see you. Wouldn't want to miss your facial expression. I like watching your facial expressions, you guys, when you play, because usually it's I think D&D will permanently furrow your brows, right? From just like, what? I don't understand. Anyway, all right. So North team, we're gonna go to Glory in a second here. What's sort of your last move? Anything else you want to do? Anything else you want to explore? Because you're up here, and this is just sort of like your reaping the rewards moment. Then I'm going to let you guys stack up for wherever you're heading next, but I'm not going to let you move, right? So I'll let you move within the room, like towards the door, sort of in the order you want to start moving in, but then we're going to fail back into combat mode. So just, if you're done looking around, you're done exploring, if you don't want to know anything, go ahead and move yourself roughly towards that door to the west, roughly where you want to be.
I want to investigate this big center coffin and just see if there's anything we could see that might indicate it's worth opening.
Yeah, roll an investigation check, and because it's open, don't forget, even though the graphic doesn't show it's open, it was open because she exploded out of it. Remember, the lid flew off.
Oh, okay.
Oh,
Yeah.
right.
Yeah. So so just roll an investigation check for me. Whoever's and you have, I'll let Tempe, Dinjarin, or Stephanie can all roll or that was her mouse. I'm sorry. Yeah, Tempe or Dinjarin can roll an investigation check. They're close enough.
Do I do that?
No.
Oh, well, depends on how you. So, are you an Argon HUD user, or do you want to use your character sheet? Which one?
I can get the HUD up.
There's also
in
this.
Actions.
So check this out. All right. So I'm gonna select. Hold on. Oh, you already got it. Good. Right. And while you guys are rolling that, give me 2 seconds. I'm going to guess there's some IEP goodness going to go on here, so give me 1 second.
So I click on it,
Alright,
and then it just
we're back.
brings up another mode.
Yeah, and then click normal. So it should have like advantage, normal, or disadvantage on that modal. You have to tell it what type of roll you're going to do.
Normal. There it is. Look at that.
Ah.
Wow.
That is a pretty normal roll for you guys. Well, that's okay, though, because it looks like Stefanos, you rolled an 18. Alexandria, you are nowhere near them, so yours doesn't really matter.
I'm not investigating the coffin. I'm investigating this cauldron.
Oh, okay. Give me 1 second. So those who look in the coffin, what you see are this was clearly a regal burial, right? This was a queen of some sort. As you saw, you fought. No treasure, nothing else. You found that within the mummy itself, right? So she had her belongings with her. Although you do wonder, where there is a queen, is there a king? Is there a prince? Is there a princess? Is there a whatever?
Nobody wondered that. You've given them too much.
No, that's that. I'm the inner voice. I am the inner voice. But you would wonder that, and if you didn't wonder that, you should. All right. So Alexandria, you're looking at this, this fiery cauldron thing, and benefiting from the awesome Foundry feature, where the closer you get to something, the louder the sound gets. So thank you for experiencing that. I put fire sound on every place there's fire. But anyway, on that that side, this is the same damn sort of skeletons that you're seeing throughout the entire thing. These seem to be sort of like decorative. And again, you're reminded that this wasn't. My headset just died. Give me 1 second. Because why wouldn't that also happen today? I have to change my headset. I'm assuming, give me a thumbs up, you guys can still hear me, right? I can still talk through this moment? Yeah. So these things are throughout this entire, level, right? And potentially sort of overly death-like to sort of reinforce the cryptness of this, of this area. Let me turn back on my headset and see if it works. We are nothing but a series of issues today. I am back. I do appreciate this. I have the SteelSeries headset, and you can just swap out batteries. So it has a little thing that charges. The little dock that adjusts all of the headphone stuff you stick the battery inside of it. Anyway, more than you wanted to know. But yeah, Alexandria, like nothing spectacular, nothing's happening. So why don't you guys anyone else have anything to do? Otherwise, we're going to move on to Glory. And Salem, by the way, Salem is, he's in the hallway still.
Yeah.
Right.
I'm just saying.
I just moved. He was sort of somehow in a wall, so I moved him back in. All right. So, rest of you guys, any other last minute things?
Curtis, what was
slam the
your
door.
investigation roll, Curtis? Because mine was low, but I didn't know what Curtis's was.
Curtis was a 13. Alexander was a 17.
What did we learn?
Stefanos was an 18. Oh, did you miss it?
The crypt?
Yeah.
Mine was the same.
Just that it was a princess's burial?
Yeah, it was just a queen's burial. It's a mummy, it's a queen.
Okay, cool. Gotcha.
Yeah, it's from an investigation perspective, you really don't know too much more than that.
Gotcha.
If you wanted to know more about the queen or whatever else, you'd have to roll a nature check or a history check. Actually, a history check I think would be the more appropriate for this. So that is up to you guys.
I don't care. She's a mummy now. We go to the Glory.
Okay. Well, why don't the rest of you guys? I'm gonna turn off the free movement in about 15 seconds. So why don't you stack on the way out of this room in that door to sort of stack up in the order you're going to start moving in, because I'm turning back on combat, and you'll be bound to normal movement or combat movement after this moment. Tyrose takes the lead at the door. Alexandria stacking up next. Looks like we got Stefanos in third. We got Tempe going up. I don't see... If there's Dinjarin, and we're good. And everybody's good, right? Yeah, it's a feature that I haven't figured out how to turn off. The whole point of it is you can see where the token was until the next turn begins, in case there's any sort of debate about like rolling back or moving the character back, right? I find it off-putting though, because I was just trying to click on like, oh, do I have a rogue character? And it turns out it was just the ghost of somebody. All right, I'm turning back on combat move.
Before you put it back on, can I just try something really quick?
Yeah, sure.
All right, no. Thought I had solved the problem for Stefanos, but nope.
No, okay. So everyone, so when you drag when you left click, everyone should see a ruler, right? Because it's called a terrain ruler, and it'll tell you how far you can move, and if you're going over rough terrain, it'll actually tell you that you get less movement. So like if you're going over like a lot of rubble, you'll move half the speed, right? Which means that instead of moving, 4 squares, you might only be able to move 3 squares. So it's a terrain ruler. I don't know why Stefanos is on, and her and I can connect later and fix her settings, because there's something up, Stefanos.
Yeah.
All right, I'm turning back on combat. So welcome back to combat mode.
What about me?
Hold on, and we're panning down. We're going to now talk to Glory, already in progress.
All right.
So
I know my plan. All right. So it is not like Glory to run when a demon is present or when a scary creature is present. In fact, she will turn and take notes on it. And seeing as how there is a chul, this is a new kind of creature. So Glory is going to, she has the ability to be one with shadows. So when I'm in the area of dim light or darkness, I can use this action to become invisible until you move or take action or a reaction. But I also have the ability to become a gaseous form if I ready my spell for that. So I'm kind of choosing between those two options depending on like what happens with like who's going next and whatever. But my plan is to become invisible or allow them to go past me without seeing me in some way. I also have spider shoes, so I might climb a wall to get like while I'm invisible, or if I'm in gaseous form, then they can't attack me. So that once they pass me, then I can I'll be taking notes as they go past. Like, do I notice anything interesting? Do I notice weak spots? Take notes on the creatures that are passing me by. Maybe one walks with a limp. Anyways, and then I'll choose my next path.
Okay, so how many of those were features? So what's the actual one action that you're going to take?
Well, so I have a spell that I can be a gaseous form. You will transform a willing creature, or I can. There's darkness. A magical darkness spreads from a point you choose within range to fill a 15-foot radius. Right. So I could essentially make complete darkness.
So I'm looking for that's. So that's in your features, right? And where's the gaseous form one? What's that called?
That's called gaseous form. It's in my spells.
I don't see that. Oh wait, spell book. My bad. I was looking at the wrong thing. Gaseous form. Gaseous.
Now I could just use a feature, which is one with shadows, and where I become invisible, which I'm thinking about doing.
I don't see that one as being prepared.
I know I would need to. Oh, well then I just use a feature, which is one with shadows.
So a feature, one with shadows. So one with shadows. When you are in the area of dim or light darkness, you can use your action to become invisible until you move or take an action or reaction. All right. So just so you know how this will work, is you have 3 creatures looking at you. You can move wherever you want to be, and then you can turn invisible.
Mm-hmm. Exactly.
They will see you. They will just see you disappear. If you move again after that, you become visible again. All right. So I just wanted to sort of like talk about the situational use, right? If you were to move out of their sight and then go invisible, that might trick them into thinking that you were gone. If you just turn invisible where you're standing, they're probably going to run to where you were standing and then realize that you're there, right? Because they're going to, they may try to walk down the hall and just run right into you, right? So I just wanted to make sure that you understood that doesn't make you incorporeal, right? You're not like a mist or a ghost. You literally they just can't see you, right? But they will see you just disappear. Now that might freak them out, but I just wanted to let you know, like, that's how it works. Just so there's no confusion, which is a different than like turning into a gaseous form, which means that you're no longer solid. Does that make sense?
Right. And you're saying I can't do that because I haven't readied it?
No. You can do gaseous form. I didn't realize that that one with shadows was a feature. I was looking at your spells, so it's a pretty cool feature, right? I just wanted to make you aware this wasn't like a rogue when a rogue hides, right? Because hide is, there's like, does a hide succeed, right? This is, you just turn invisible. It's like you just turn off your video.
My plan was around the corner, right? And like, once I run, if I go around the corner, they won't know where I am.
Exactly.
Like,
yes.
But if I butt against the wall and then become invisible, then maybe they'll just keep going down that hallway, right? So
yeah,
that was
100%.
kind of my thinking.
Yeah, makes total sense. I get that.
Yeah. So the other point was, I would like to use gaseous form, and then like if I turn into a gaseous form, they can't touch me, so they would just probably keep going or something. So, and I can move as a gaseous form.
Makes sense.
So.
All right, so take your turn. You have all your movement and your actions, and you can just do you, because it's literally your turn right now. We stopped on your turn last game.
Oh, I thought we were just saying what we were doing. Okay.
Oh no, yeah. Well, you are,
right.
but you're a party of 1 right now.
Yeah. Okay.
And I do want to make just like one future. Like, I won't give you this nudge in the future. Are you communicating any of this with your familiar? What your plan is?
No.
Okay.
No.
Good.
Okay. I'm going to. All right. I'm gonna move around. I'm gonna run and around the corner, but I'm gonna make it look like I'm on one side of the hallway. So I'm gonna I'm gonna like enter into the hallway here, and then.
Wait, we have to open the door up.
Sorry.
You'll have to open the door.
Oh. That's my action, though.
No. That the door was supposed to be open.
Okay. And I'm gonna go in here, and I'm gonna hide in this corner. Oops. Why? Okay. I'm gonna go through this door, and I'm gonna hide as close as I can to this corner on the right.
Okay. Perfect.
I don't know.
And then you're going to go invisible, right?
Gaseous. Yeah.
Well, you haven't taken your action. You can do whatever you want to do.
Well, no. If I was going to do a gaseous form, I would have done something. I wouldn't have hidden in this. All right. I'm gonna. One, I need to face the right. Whatever. I'm as close as I possibly can get into this corner. I've like become one with the corner, and then I'm gonna turn. Use item. Oh, sorry. Use feature. And wait. Use feature. One with shadows.
So you are now
Did I do it?
invisible.
Yes.
So you're invisible. And I'll aim your character for you, because you were sort of aimed at the entrance, right?
Yeah. And Glory, you know, she's very, like, she has her ears wide open. She's controlling her breathing. She's Usa because she knows that she needs to be quiet, not make a move, not make a sound, and be one with the wall. And hopefully, cross her fingers, that they will either go down this hallway or not find her. Because even if they bump into her, like, maybe they'll just think that it's just part of the wall. And that's me.
All right. So what they saw was they saw you go through that door, and that was it. So that's what they know. All right, Stefanos, it's your turn. Oh, I'm sorry. Is it? No, it's Alexandria. It's your turn.
Dick. Well, I'm gonna, if I remember correctly, it's not, I can't fly in here.
Right, it's too low. In the hallway. Yeah. There are rooms that are probably big enough, but like this is not one of those areas.
I mean, the only thing I want to do is head towards Glory. Can I like get around Tyros to do that?
100%. Yeah.
All right.
It's plenty of room.
Let's go.
Tyros just casually steps out of the way.
Hi.
There you go.
So spicy. I know you're still mad, bro.
And I have to go clockwise, right?
What do you mean clockwise?
Like
You
around
can-
the circle.
You can go either direction, but if you when looking to the west, you see it's a dead end. But you're welcome to go there.
Okay. Yeah, I'm just gonna use all of my movement and start heading over.
Right.
Is there a movement tracker somehow?
Well,
somewhere?
how far have you moved? Hold on. How far can you move? 30? So you've done 5, 10, 50. You know, you're well beyond. Hold on. I'm going to move you back, and we're going to do
Wait,
it
move me back.
with measuring.
God.
Right. Does anyone remember how to do multi-segment moves? Is it drag then right? Nope, not that. I thought it was drag and right click. Okay, that's 15. And there's your 30, right? So 5, 10, 15, 20. Oh, sorry. 25 and 30. There you go. You've now moved your 30. So it wasn't too far off. You were off by about 5 feet.
Okay, and then for my action, I'm gonna dash.
Ooh.
So I'm gonna move another 30 feet.
Yep. This time you should just be able to drag it, and you should be able to just drag it and see.
Oh, sick. All right.
There you are.
I'm coming. That's it.
Way to use your dash.
Or, actually, wait. As a bonus action, I'm going to apply. Wait, no, we're going against skeletons. Oh, that was a mistake.
What did you just try to do? I missed.
I was gonna use my bonus action to coat my weapon in poison, but poison is bad against skeletons.
Well, but remember, she's communicated that you're also fighting something called a chool.
Okay, yeah, I'll do it. So, yeah, I think that's it. Okay.
Julio Iglesias. All right, end your turn. This brings us to Tempe. Tempe, you're the next player on The Price is Right.
I'm also gonna dash.
Awesome. There's your first
sprinting
30.
around this.
Yeah, and then click dash. Do I click dash to use it, or do
Sure.
I just have to tell you?
And you can click dash.
Okay.
It's fine. You just move another 30
20.
feet.
And
you
I
get 10 more. Yeah.
There we go.
All right. Cool.
And end turn.
All right. Now we got Salem up. Now Salem can move, but you took your action in this round, so Salem can't take an action. So all Salem can do is move.
Salem's just kind of following,
So-
like a ghost.
So unlike
Keeping an eye.
Alexandria, Salem is small enough that it could probably fly in the hallways.
Yeah.
So Salem has, I believe Salem could move if you wanted it to. It can walk 20 feet, but it can fly, what, 60? No, fly 40. So it can fly 40. All right. So
Salem's gonna go into, just kind of fly its way into this room.
all right. So now that all the fighting's done, you guys are learning a lot about Salem. Like Salem, does not engage in battle to help you guys out, and sort of shows up to pick the carcass of whatever you guys leave behind. So as you guys are leaving to help Glory, Salem heads into another room. That's their perception.
This is really unfair. This is very unfair, Salem, because Salem has to split action with Glory. So either Glory, I think this should be more of like a, hey, if Salem can't do an action, maybe because Glory is taking action.
Sure.
Maybe we be a little bit more positive about our thinking instead of being so negative.
So then role play Salem and have him. So instead of the party just seeing Salem head away from the fury that is this battle with its familiar, its owner, its master, maybe Salem says something as he's dashing, or as she's what is it? He dashes into the room. So he's dashing to the room. Does Salem say anything to the party?
No, Salem doesn't really dash into the room. Salem just walks into the room and looks at the carnage.
All right. Then I stand by my narrative, right? Like, you guys are all going to save Glory. Salem's heading the opposite direction. You guys can draw your own conclusions. There you go. But also, don't forget, it's in Salem's nature to be evil. He has no skin. He's not here to help the party. He's only here for Glory. Right? So, what I'm trying to get at in real world, Sarah, is the things that your familiar does will send signals about your intentions as well as its intentions to the team. Right? So they know that this is a mischievous, chaotic thing who's going to try to turn you to evil if you're not already evil. And you'd have to admit, if one of your friends was in a big fight and all of you guys, all you and your other friends were all running towards to help out, and then one friend alone headed away from the battle back into the room, you'd be like, what the hell, Johnny? Right? So that's sort of the angle that I'm going with here. All right, so Salem ends its turn. Unless there's an action Salem's going to take. Otherwise, and Salem's still invisible, I believe, right?
Yes, you guys don't even see him anymore. So, yeah, he's still invisible.
Yeah, okay, so you guys don't even know he went into the room. That's a good call. So I'm marking him as invisible. There we go. Okay. Up next is Tyros.
Tyros is going to follow the lead of Alexandria and Tempe. It's going to step out of the room.
All right.
So my 30. And then I'm
right.
going to do a dash. Sorry, actually, I've got 5 more.
And then you do your dash.
There's my 30. And then I do my dash. Click on dash, and dash is the same, another 30.
Yep.
25.
That's 35. There you go.
30.
All right. So, Tempe, you see Tyros, like, flying right by you. This brings us to Dinjari.
Where are you going?
I forget. Did we actually know that she was engaged in some sort of battle?
Yeah.
Yeah.
The imp, Salem, sort of communicated that with you.
Yeah, Salem had communicated that with me at one point, I think.
Yep.
Okay, cool. Well, I can't really go too far, so I'm just basically going to come right out the door.
All right, so you're not dashing or anything. You're just moseying, right?
I'm
All
using
right.
my 30 feet to get out of the door.
All right, cool. All right, so so this skeleton is saw Glory heading out that door, and moves its 30 feet towards that door. So Glory, you hear this thing sort of rattling its way. You hear like this claw sort of skittering and scuttering on the floor. Does not make you feel good. Boop, boop, boop. Next turn. Other skeleton does the same thing. Boop. 30 feet. And you hear, this second skeleton you hear just get a little bit closer, Laurie. And next turn. You have the Chul. Let's see how far can a Chul move. 30 feet. So this Chul sort of follows suit. And you hear this big sort of clawed creature heading down, the hallway. And again, they all saw you duck into that room. So that's 3. And then next is Stephanos.
I'm gonna do similar things. Move and dash.
All right.
I think I can move 25.
Yep, so you get a total of 50.
And then I apply my dash. Do I, in the HUD, do I just click dash?
Yep, that's all you do. If your own thing is selected.
It should be. Collides with at least one wall. Oh. I don't have a good angle. I think that's all I can do.
All right. That's pretty good. All right, and then end your turn. And now we roll for initiative again. So let me clear. And everyone, roll for your initiatives.
It's sometimes hard to roll when everyone else rolls and you start moving around, and I'm like, wait, no, I'm
it
trying
is
to
so
click.
hard. I think if you look at the top where it says like round 7 at the top, I wager that there's a button up there that you can click to roll it instead of hitting the dice, if I'm not wrong. Although Tempe has not rolled his yet. Right, I'm gonna roll for Tempe, unless he got it. Never mind. All right. So,
Good stack.
Alexandria, you're the first contestant on the race around the block.
All right. Still dashing.
All right.
I get 60 total feet of movement. Okay.
Just do a 30 and a 30. That's a lot easier. And as you come around this corner, you are met. You draw the eyes of a Chul, a skeleton, another skeleton, and then down the hall, you see a couple of corpses. To your left, you see doors open. And much to your surprise, you don't see Glory. Now, don't forget, you guys don't know that her plan because she did not share that with Salem, because I asked about it. So you have no idea where she is or what she's doing. She's just not there. For all you know, Alexandria, your gut says she's been eaten. Because clearly she could not have survived these creatures. And now you have or you took your action as your dash.
I took my action, yeah.
So you are what you are.
Damn. Guess I can't. I would have used my action to pour one out for Glory, but I can't.
You want to use it as a bonus? All right. Now we've got Mr. Tempe. Tempe, you are up. You do not know what Alexandria knows.
Well, let's try and catch her with some dashing.
So I will have to tell you guys, a Christmas song popped into my head and will not leave since we've started using the word dash so much. But none of you are in a one-horse open sleigh. Exactly.
Oh, there it is.
Right. So suddenly, so Tempe, you didn't make as much ground. You haven't made as much ground as Alexandria. She's got a bit of a head start. But yeah, you see the tip of a claw casting, coming through the shadows, and a skeleton, at least one skeleton, sort of like eyeballing you. Right now, yeah. Glory, the door is open. You do see your colleagues, just so you know. Like, you see your colleagues coming around the hall, so you feel like there's a little help. And on any of your turns, you're welcome to use your words. But if you say anything, you're gonna pop out of invisibility. If you do anything, just let you know.
Yep. No, my goal is to be as visible as possible.
All right, now Tempe. Oh, go ahead. No. You're just staying. You're hanging tight, right? All right. So, Glory, it is now your turn.
Right. So I'm gonna hang tight. I can't move. I can't talk. I can't do anything. I am invisible. But I can move Salem.
Not on this turn. You can only move Salem on his turn.
No, Salem goes up to me.
Nope. We changed that already. We changed that rule like a session or so ago. Right? So it's better. So we gave you a better version of this, right? You don't have to choose who can move ever. Both of you can always move on your turns, right? The only difference is each combat round, only one of you can take an action. So before you had to make a call between you or them. Now you can always both move, but only one of you can take an action. Right? So Salem can both move.
But there was something else, which was whoever had one of the benefits of having a familiar is whoever rolled the highest, the other character would move up to that character's number.
Yeah, that was a house rule that we used, right? Because we couldn't figure out how to do it in Fantasy Grounds. But now that we know the actual rules, so we talked about. I think we talked about this last time, right? Yeah.
We talked about the movement versus the action, but we didn't talk about moving a character up to the highest number. So
my headset just disconnected again. Hold on. This one can't be dead.
Oh, you're still there.
Hold on. Okay, I'm back. I'm sorry. Can you repeat that? We talked about what now?
We talked about the movement versus action, right? But we didn't talk about moving the character, keeping the character separate, and that's fine. I'll remember it for next time. That's fine.
Yeah. So in Foundry, just like I don't know of any way to stack your initiative rolls, right? Like I can't drag them. So this has been the Foundry thing, which is why instead of that, I gave you the fact that you can now move either character, but only take one action. It's actually way better than what it was before, right? Because before you had to make like the sucker's choice of which of the characters do you do anything with. This one at least you can get,
Okay, cool.
you can get one ready for the other thing. So, but it is Glory's actual turn. So you're saying you're going to do what? Okay, so you're not so you're just going to like hang in the corner like silently, right?
Yep.
You sort of back up against the wall, like pushing into the corner as hard as you can. Got it. Cool. End your turn. This brings us to Tyros.
Hold on. Oh, there we go. All right. I had to.
All right.
Tie to the Rose.
Tyros will continue to make his way.
Yep.
Gets behind Tempe, and is he able to see a part of a creature yet?
Well, you would be able to see it if you could see it. And so Tyros, as you come around the corner, you see Tempe. Wow. You know, Tempe's. You know, he's still dashing because if you think about this in turn move, like he's mid run, but you sort of do see that like he's sort of like, oh crap, right? And then you see Alexandria. You know, it looks like she's sort of like trying to do the sort of the cartoon skid to a stop, right? So she doesn't go flying into these bad guys. So at that point, you can decide whether or not you continue to dash or you.
Yeah. I will. I don't have I don't have my ranged weapon equipped, so I melee. So actually.
Well, you can use your action to change your weapon.
I will ready myself. I can, but I also have my cantrip, so which is my firebolt. So I am actually kind of skid to a stop because I see everyone else is sort of slowed down, and I will ready myself so that when a creature comes into play,
okay, I
will be able to firebolt him.
Perfect. That sounds like a good plan. All right, up next. So, you know, this skeleton was originally chasing Glory through this door, but now, you know, now they see Alexandria like up front and center. So this, pull up my guy here. First thing the skeleton does is raise its bow at Alexandria. Boom. And highlight.
I would like to take a reaction.
Oh, what's your reaction going to be? Is it your reaction is before it shoots?
Or after it shoots? I have deflect missiles,
right.
So after it shoots.
So I think I have it set up to do this automatically. Let's find out if I've wired this properly. All right. So I hit short bow. Boom. All right. Did anything pop up on yours? It did, right?
Yes. Deflect missiles popped up.
Curtis, I figured it out, I think, by the way. So, we were having so much problem with combat. Awesome. So, Alexandria,
does she get to choose, though? Or does it automatically roll for her? Or was she able to say...
Yeah, she had to roll.
Oh, okay. That's cool.
She just didn't deflect it.
I didn't?
No, you rolled a 1, I think.
Aw. Sad.
Yeah. So so you know, Tempe and Tyros, you see Alexandria sort of explode in blood, right? Like she's hurt bad. Gloria, you also see like your colleague explode in blood, right? Coming to save you, and the skeleton hasn't moved yet.
What a flesh wound.
Yeah, so the skeleton, as it was running, released this bow towards Alexandria. Knows that its colleagues are behind it, and it's coming, and it's going to do a hard right. So Alexandria, you see this thing shoot you on its way into here. So it comes through the door, and hold on, I need to roll something real quick to see if it sees you. To see if it runs into you, which I don't believe it will.
Invisible.
Yeah, but you're standing next to the door. I just want to see if there's any chance. So let's see here. You'd have to get a 20. Oh, Jesus Christ.
No, I'm invisible.
Doesn't matter. You're still solid.
No.
So this thing comes through the door and bops right into you. And just to give you guys a heads up, this is the 9-minute warning, and then and we're done in 9 minutes. So Glory, you were invisible. It can't take any action on you, but this thing, it had a 1 in 20 chance of running into you. I literally said as I was rolling, it has to get a 20, right? You guys all heard me. This wasn't like I wasn't messing with you, Glory, I swear. But your god did not smile upon you, and this thing like just brushes up against you, and you go like flicker, 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 and like you're now visible. Now, on the plus side, what I'm going to give you is an opportunity attack right now on the skeleton, right? Because it wasn't expecting it, and it's not aimed at you at all.
Startled.
Right? So like it didn't expect this, right? So you now have an opportunity attack. So with any melee weapon, thwack this thing. So highlight it, right click it, target it, and then attack it.
All right,
See, I'm fair.
bones.
I'm a fair guy.
I'm mad because my plan is not working out the way I want it to. So
Yeah,
it's
I
making
can't
me
believe you rolled
mad.
a 20.
I can't either, you guys. Honestly, that is, I mean,
is that not a glory roll? If it
is. It's a glory
all
roll.
Yes.
Hold on. All right.
So right click him,
Seconds. Right click him. Okay, got it.
and choose the little target thing. Right, and then do whatever you want to do. It can't be a spell. It has to be melee.
No, yeah, it's my bone staff. Ugh, okay. Have you used your reaction this round? Do you want to proceed anyways? Yes. But do I use my reaction, or is this a get like? Is
Just
this
proceed. Just proceed anyways. Nice hit. So you hit this thing
Nice.
hard, right? So it's coming through this door, and even though you flicker into sort of visibility, you thwack this thing, and it should roll the damage. It says it's not equipped.
How do I roll damage?
It should have done it for you, but the problem is that you didn't have your bone staff equipped.
But I do have my bone staff equipped. That's the only one I have equipped.
I'm looking at your stuff. You have Baphomet's Dragon Slayer equipped. So would you want to re-roll with that instead? I think this was just an issue with the things. You want to hit it with the Dragon Slayer?
Sure.
All right, so do that instead.
But I don't have it. Okay.
Well, I can. You know what I'll do for you? I'll add it to this. I'll add this to the HUD for you.
Okay. No. If you're gonna be fair to me, I'll be fair. I'm gonna just use the sword, even though I haven't attuned to it yet. But it's still a sword.
Sure.
So I'm gonna use.
Yeah, so it'll work just as a sword, at least.
Yeah. Usability. No, I.
Ooh, that's a whole lot of text I put there. So it hits, and there's your damage. And instantly kills this thing, right? So like this thing is like, doesn't even have a chance to go like, I found her, right? And you smash this thing and it just explodes into blood. And it's dead. And ironically, it was its turn. Or its turn is over.
One more thing. I look to Alexandria and I go,
shh, okay. Now you are visible, so no one else will know they're there. So you got that going for you.
Yeah.
All right, Stefanos, it's your turn.
Yep, I'm gonna move as far as I can. 25.
You can go 25, yeah. And if you dash, you can do another 25. And you see your colleagues have stopped running. They're around the corner, and they've stopped. But you're not really close anyway, so I mean, the dash wouldn't hurt you. It's up to you.
I'm gonna actually do my move as taking my potion of fire breath to prepare.
Ooh. Look at you.
Yeah. So I clicked on it. It's a range attack, and I feel like we'll need it for the Chul. She's got pinchers. What? I'm double clicking it, and nothing. Is anything happening on your end, Thomas?
No. What are you trying to do?
Take my potion of fire breath. Okay.
So you've targeted yourself?
Oh no, just
Yeah, so right click
actually-
you, and then target, and then take your potion.
actually no. I'll do a dash first,
Alright.
and then because I get a bonus action with a potion. Do dash.
Cash, 100-yard dash. You get 5 more.
I can't see the map because I'm zoomed all the way out. Okay.
All right.
That's it.
Very cool. Next turn is Dinjarin, standing in a doorway.
All right. Well, from my perspective, I just saw a bunch of people run, and being that I'm not the brightest of characters, I don't recall anyone. Did they say where they were going? Is there like a donut cell or something? So I'm just gonna walk around the corner here.
So just make sure you know, just recognize that you did know that Glory was in battle, and that your battle is over, and they ran to the south. So now you're dumb. I mean, you're just not the brightest. So just make sure you take that into account as you're role playing.
So I'm just gonna come over here and stop right there, and then I am going to ready myself.
All right. For anything that comes around the corner, and the condition is for something that comes around the corner.
Yeah, if anything comes around and comes after me, I'm gonna just be able to like smack it in its head with my maul.
Okay.
That's it.
All right. Cool. Salem's turn. Salem can move. Glory,
Yeah.
you took an action? Did you take an action this last round? No, you didn't. So Salem can take an action.
Yes, I did. Oh, I took a reaction, but whatever.
Yeah, so that doesn't count.
It's
that's so he gets a movement and an action.
Okay. Well, I'm just honestly, Salem sees that this room kind of goes around, and so he goes at these steps to kind of see, see what there is. But
So
no
Salem sort
action
of
taken. He's still
flies across a bunch of dead skeletons, sees a mummy queen of sorts. This sort of explains all of the racket that Salem heard, in the room when is hiding in the hallway. And the room unfolds, and he sees an open tomb. It's pretty clear that like these bodies have been looted already, right? And that's sort of where that narrative ends. You want to end your turn?
Yeah, but I also want to do just like a. Can I do like an inspection or investigation?
Sure.
Just around this hallway to see if I can sense anything that's going on.
Oh, if you want to sense, it's perception. If you want to investigate, it's an investigation.
Oh, sense, maybe.
All right,
Okay.
roll a perception check.
Give me a second on that one because I can't control a character.
You should be able to control the character.
I can look. No, I can look at its. Oh wait. Oh, here.
The
sorry
combat
about
hub
that.
should
Okay,
come
yes,
out, yeah.
Got it. My bad. Perception. Normal. Damn it.
Yeah, all you know is that this room has been, you don't sense anything or whatever else. Nothing spectacular. Skeleton's turn. The skeleton's going to head straight for Alexandria. Sorry, Alexandria. You are right there. Targets you. And then... Attributes. Where is this? Give me 1 second. There it is. And it hits you with its short bow. And it misses. Alas. And ends its turn. This brings us to the Chul. Chul goes... It's... I believe, hold on, 20 feet. How far can it go? It goes 30 feet. So it's gonna head down the hallway. On its way through... 20, there. On its way through with its claw, It wants chicken for dinner. And it's going to attack you with its pincher.
I'm not a chicken. That's very racist.
Uh-oh. And it was a crit. So a lot of things are happening here. So that was a crit.
Oh, wow.
I think I'm dead.
No, you resisted a bunch of it. So much happened. I'm trying to figure this out. But what does get to happen, is it gets to roll from its from the critical hit table to see what happens. Ooh, critical carnage. Oh man, something is broken badly in this settings. This is not beautiful like it's supposed to be. I'll have to figure this out later. Anyway,
because you put destroy us.
Yeah, so there's a forceful blow. Your target is dazed until the end of its next turn. So you are now dazed until the end of your next turn. And that ends its turn. Boom. It also ends our game for the day. So when we start next time, we will roll for initiative and do all sorts of fun stuff. On that note, this is going to be a pretty quick exit for me because I got to roll to a meeting with the school. So I enjoyed playing with you guys. If you have any feedback, I think we can work on some of the tech support. If anyone wants to learn the tool a little bit better, let me know and we can set up a session. Otherwise, thanks for playing and I'll talk to you guys later.
Happy